Morning. I am the soul pool. You are the soul pool. We are the soul pool. Together as a collective. Without you, this doesn't work. Strangely, this morning, Spirit woke me up, and because I was half asleep, it was a bit confusing because I don't know this song. So I looked it up. So unusually, I've got the facts of the song with me. Because at first I thought it must be something to do with that Hugh Jackman thing, The Greatest Show on Earth. But it isn't. It's one I don't know of Freddie Mercury's. The show must go on. You need to listen to it because there's some lyrics in it that can mean more than one thing. So maybe somebody's words mean more than one thing, because Freddie's surname is Mercury, which is about communications. So it's about understanding what someone's really saying. Having to carry on knowing something. There might be a shock announcement, or something happens where you have to carry on regardless. There's a lot of names that I'm not going to mention. I'll put them in the writing and dates. But it's about somebody's body language, the way they communicate. Don't assume what somebody's telling you is exactly right. Sometimes they're hiding something, and it'll be different for everybody. Some of you it'll be a major thing. Some of you it will be major being life-threatening thing, and some of you it will just be somebody trying to protect you from or stop you from finding out something. Don't think I'm making it very clear, but you'll know when you read the notes and listen to the song whether it's what it is applies to you. But it may not have happened yet, and it may be later on today or further on, because some of you are in different stages to others. So it's a bit of a warning, really. And it may have nothing to do with the read. It may be separate completely, because Spirit don't always match up with the read. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That may be a specific message that you need to know besides the cards. Putting on a show, really. Oh. Oh, we're on the 5th, sorry. So it's out already in Spirit's favourite place, which is the 2nd place for some reason. So we know it's there. It's early on, probably. So we won't have long to wait. It's about speaking your truth, because today's card is about the neck and throat. There may be medical issues with the neck and throat. But mainly it's about speaking your truth, having faith, and financial matters. Religion, schools, institutions, etc. Lost count now because I was gassing. It's about the keys. It's about where do you bind yourself? What do you bind yourself to? It's about material matters. No celebrations, problems within the home and family, there may be repairs need doing, a wedding off, celebration called off, something not quite right in the home. Somebody's juggling, perhaps two people, two properties, two situations, trying to do everything by themselves without asking for help. Living in a dream world, perhaps 7 months, confused and too many options. But there is success here. Don't gloat. Communication is massively important. Children, finances connected to children, a younger person in uniform, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cusper. And there's your enemies, the enemies that need to be overcome. And that enemy may well be yourself. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. Some of you will become single, some of you are single. And everything in the garden is rosy. There's just one thing missing. The white rabbits suggest those born 1951, plus or minus 12, February to February, and the first of the month. 3 blessings are mentioned. So teachers, schools, I know the kids are going back to school. Somebody may have feel like they've got their life back because now the kids are at school and you can start getting back to normal. 9 years is mentioned. So the interesting thing is there's no other major arcanas. So this is something going on inside of you, an internal conflict, if you like, that you're confused about. Going it alone. Being independent. Not needing anyone else. Doesn't mean you don't want someone else, it just means you don't need anybody else. Yeah. This nightmare needs to be over. Something to do with the home and family life. Maybe you've had to cancel your wedding God knows how many times because of lockdown. I don't know. Oh, there's an Aries. This is a father figure, a government official, a boss perhaps. It's somebody who's very stubborn, has to be their way or the highway. What's the root of it is that there's lack of self-esteem, maybe injuries to the head and face, not looking after themselves. Someone who dominates others, those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. No new beginnings because of it. 10 years. Again, those born 1951, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. A lack of finances. The family security is threatened. Success will come if you get clarity of thought, and that will be through professional advice, either a doctor, priest or lawyer, the feminine. This is someone who's detached from the situation and sees things very clearly. So this could be something that happens in Mercury retrograde because Freddie's name is mentioned. It could be a medical matter, it could be a dental problem, it could be a long-standing problem that returns to be settled once and for all, because at the minute it's unfinished. Those born on the 20th, living or past, get for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. And Christmas could have been important. We can't ignore this, so we've got the 1111 doorway in the reverse, which means problems in the home. We've got lack of stability and finance in the family unit. And now we've got emotional insecurity, an ending to something. It no longer is the same. And then this person, whoever it is, possibly a single female, but it doesn't have to be, it's anybody single, anybody who's independent. A handsome stranger walks into your life. That is the gypsy card for the handsome stranger. Or a fire sign, younger energy, action, passion, communication. Whatever this is, we are not achieving our potential where we are. We're not reaching the heights that we're meant to reach, and we haven't been for 3 years. So it looks like, especially if you're in a job, you need to take a new job. Anything started now will not pay off if it's in this situation. But someone fears taking the next step. They're in limbo, on a threshold. They know there's no going back, but the thought of the future is daunting. "10 years, 10 months, 9 weeks. So this time round, we've got the 4, the 31 negative and the 20 negative. There may be a clue. And they are not numbers that were mentioned in... Oh, the 20 was, but the 4 wasn't. So it could be April time. Yeah. It's about the hearth and home. So we've said before, haven't we? A home is not a home without a fire in the grate, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. So someone plans to travel. Someone is planning. They're not making the move yet, but they are planning. Whoever this is could be a Virgo, an Aries, or those born on the 9th, 27th, 4th or 31st. They're not listening to their gut instincts. They're not listening to spirit. Even little birds have told them the name Jenny is important, but still not taking any notice. Trying to keep everything going. Concentrating on work, finance, career. All work and no plays makes Jack a dull boy. You have to walk as if you're walking in a dark place without a torch. Feel your way. Again, the medical matters, the lockdown could have something to do with it, because that's our lockdown card. Hospital doors, etc. And no action is being taken, which is ridiculous. It needs action now, because in the writing I've got 24 hours. This next 24 hours is crucial. And somebody's refusing to take action. There will be no happiness, even though you gain success, if you don't sort this out. Your dreams can't come true. Because there's no roots to this. It's unfinished business. It's possibly to do with the family. Idrisil, the tree of life, as above, so below. But it isn't. Something's not quite right with the universe. The chapter needs to end, and somebody's refusing to do so. I was born on the 21st. So the 20th and the 21st, massively important. There is love, just no commitment. There's an offer of love, and a steady one, and Spirit wants you to accept it. Excuse me. An offer, something new. And then the miracle will happen. Your thoughts, word, actions all have to match. You can perform miracles, but you have to stay positive in mind and word and deed. This is the shaman, the magician. And again, it's the 1st or the 28th. Living or past it for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. It's communications, it's siblings, it's hands, arms, shoulders, it's medical matters being healed, but action must be taken. And then things will become very, very clear. You'll no longer be torn, and you can make a decision. Because you're torn between two things. Ping-ponging between two properties, two people, two jobs, two situations, looking after elderly parents, grandkids, kids, whatever. The 18 is massively important in a positive way. Yeah, you're not listening to the high power. You're not listening to your ancestors and spirit. You're building a new future for yourself. So don't waste those bricks somewhere you're not intending to stay. There's no time now for chopping wood, drawing water, letting things take care of themselves. You have to take action. Stop living in a dream world, because that's not going to help. Yeah, you're between two worlds. Someone is. So for some of you, it is news of an impending passing. Someone is between two worlds. And I don't think it'll come as a shock. The time, the length of time you have will, but not that there's a passing. For others, it is time to nourish yourselves, because in the song, in the write-up, the words that they gave me was 6 weeks, and these are the days of our lives. You've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to want to live. Keep yourself alive, and that means nourishing yourself, because the flamingo doesn't get its colour from naturally. It gets it from the things that it eats. This is very much the card of independence, standing on your own 2 feet, overcoming addictions. It's your choice. Do you want to exist, or do you want to live? Abundance is on the other side, but you're not going to get it yet, because you're refusing to end this chapter. So there is a land of milk and honey. The opportunity is there. You just got to take action. Make your own luck. There will be no help from spirit. They've helped. They've put things in your path, and you've refused to take the offer. So now they're sitting back and waiting to see what you do next, because they're confused about what you want, because you're confused about what you want. No place like home. Well, in this case, home is not a happy place, because it's in the reverse. So home isn't your sanctuary anymore. Yeah. An unfinished symphony. Some unfinished business needs to be taken care of. This is about fate. This is about your wishes and dreams. It's about your destiny. You take fate, you make the decision, and then you live with the consequences. Good or bad, it's up to you. Oh, and there it is. Freddie was right. Mercury retrograde, and I think that begins in February. So things will come back to be settled in February, revisited. Number 51, which is what they kept saying, 1951 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. The White Rabbit. Yeah, and it's a decision. And it's the, do you remember the card? I don't know where the deck is, let me think. I'll show you it again, because I think it's the best depiction of the Two of Swords I've ever seen. Let me find it for you. Here. This is the one that I always go back to with the Two of Swords. Can you see the position that lady's in? That gentleman has that child by the throat with a knife. Now that can signify her child, any child, the future, because the children are the future, or your inner child, your ego. And that ego doesn't mean the big-headedness, it means your inner child, the person you truly are. And she has to make a decision there. Do I fight this man and risk the child? Or do I let him take the child and risk the child anyway? She's between a rock and a hard place. And don't get confused with the genders, because this could be you as a man or you as a woman. But somebody has you held hostage, or you have yourself held hostage, because the decision is so hard. What is the right decision? There's only you can make it, because it's your destiny. It's really important, this card. So keep that image in your head. What would you do? And then fit it to your situation. What is the best course of action? Yeah, no time to rest. The 22. 22 is mentioned in the writing. It's your challenge. So we have 20, 21 and 22 a run. And 21 seems a popular date that Spirit's been mentioning a lot. The rest entry appearing as your challenge asks you to consider that you're so frenetic that all you can think about is how stressed you are. Running around and overdoing anything makes you a human doing, not a human being, which is what that is. This is a sign to be careful, or you may become physically ill. Hospital doors. Or at the very least, unable to enjoy your life. Be still. It's time to meditate. Take time out, or you'll make some mistakes that you may regret later. But don't worry. All the things you're trying to manage will still be there when you're ready to move forward again. Only then will you have a clearer head with which to think. But according to Spirit, this thinking time is over. You've done all the thinking you can. Now is the time to take action. So you will know. Don't act without planning, though. I will say that. Because Spirit have been telling you to plan for a very long time. I mean, they repeat the same. Kristen was saying the same thing. It's like they're nagging us. And they are nagging us because it's getting crucial. They don't want you to keep living in limbo. There is a decision that you must make. Otherwise, you're just existing and you're not living. Which is that grey area there. Yep, so the thing is now to look after your health, your inner temple. Mental, physical and emotional health is imperative. So I think the action that needs taking now is to do this, to look after yourself, to want to live, to keep yourself alive is the most important thing at this time. You are being called to be a devoted student to your heart. It could be that you're called to develop some meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or show up to your soul rhythm to develop a daily practice just for you that will fill your well and spend time with your soul. All of the answers to all of these questions that you have in your mind are waiting for you within your heart, but you're not listening to it. You cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day for you. Your soul is yearning for a deeper connection with you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground as far as Spirit's concerned, for you to learn, and you are being called to go deeper into your soul growth, to increase your devotion by being a student of a lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you've already been a committed student, you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are, and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you're questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards this prayer. Please use me in a way that makes me happy in mind, body and soul, and may my life be one big moving prayer. And then commit yourself to that devotional daily practice. But where your happiness lies is where you should be. So some of you will be moving home because the place you're at is not a happy one, and building a new future for yourself. But the stubbornness of others is stopping them from achieving what they want. Or the dominance of the government and the bosses or the father figures or the partners is causing the problem. Discover the secrets behind the light. So there may be secrets here. What does it say? Begin your life today. Today should be the first day of the rest of your life. You are special. Let the vibrations within you be good ones. You don't need to vibrate this negative energy any longer. release, let go. Very messy situation because the cards are all over the place. So no, it's not going to be easy. And there we are, caution. And that's what the Hermit said. Walk as if you are in a very dark place with no torch. Feel your way. Caution, tread softly so not to disturb the woodland floor. Somebody is treading on eggshells, but there is a journey you need to take, within or without. You have to branch out to new worlds. Where you are isn't serving you. Thanks for listening.